The whole reason why I like working on cars itself, it's not just the whole showing off aspect, but it's the whole freedom it gives me when I just straight up just drive, even if it's short distance, long distance. Like the whole feeling of it gives me the sense of freedom. It's something I can use as a therapy. First thing I recall that sparked my interest into the whole car scenario was back when I was a kid. I had this briefcase that stored like hundreds of Hot Wheels just inside that luggage. It was so special to me. I mean, every guy has had a Hot Wheel in his life, but not every guy ends up actually having interest into the whole automotive aspect just because I had a Hot Wheel. But no, I think in my case it was a bit different. This briefcase, I was traveling one day with my family and I took it with me. And my parents told me it was a bad idea to bring it because I could lose it and whatnot. And I actually ended up losing it. I left it in the trunk of a taxi. Taxi went off and that was it. The whole point of that is that the loss itself of those Hot Wheels gave so much meaning to me. Each one of the vehicles had a personality, had a texture, had a whole difference between one and the other that gave so much interest to me. I kind of want to be like one of those different ones comparing to the regular traffic cars. I don't think I had a specific accomplishment that I could pinpoint as the biggest, but one of the ones that do have a lot of meaning to me is overcoming like social anxiety. I would always be like that kid in high school who would just like sit in the corner, like nobody would remember like if you were there in class or if you were absent or whatnot, because I wouldn't like even try to like make a conversation with even the teacher or like other students and whatnot, because I was just like doing my own thing. Thanks to me self-developing my own interest and hobby of getting into cars and working on them, it kind of forced me outside of my comfort zone. For example, like just showing up to like the car meets, I would be genuinely curious about why people would do this on their car, or just that whole curiosity is what drove me like out of it. That sparked an interest in me, and it would push me to ask questions and to conversate. And little did I know, like at some point I was always trying to make a conversation, like completely the opposite of what I was back in high school. And once I started having a modified car of my own, people would come up to me and ask questions to me like, oh, where'd you get this, or how'd you do this, how long have you had it, blah blah blah. And it would be like a both way type of communication. It wouldn't just be me asking, it would be people like talking to me too. Yeah, it's something that I would be very scared of back then, but now it's like something completely natural. I consider myself as an overthinker. Throughout my daily life, no matter where I am or what I do, I always end up thinking about the small things about what I did throughout the day. And something that kills that is driving. It doesn't even have to be the exhaust note, it doesn't have to be the music that I'm listening to. It's just the whole fact of me holding the steering wheel, stepping on the gas. I just love to do that. It quiets everything. Any thought that I have in my head just gets quiet. And I don't think it's just like a me thing. I feel like people who have or share the same mentality that I do tend to do this. Driving is overriding anything you're doing or anything you're thinking, and you just keep going straight.